Right, hi guys, for all of Curbi's followers that don't know me, I'm MCBBLOGS, and I've come up with the idea to do a Q&A with Curbi. Asked him to put a status out on Facebook, asking for some of you guys' questions, and we've been through a load of them. There were 290 I think in the end, so we've picked out some of the ones we think are pretty good, pretty funny, or pretty serious at the same time. So I'm going to ask him some of them today. So, right, the first one, I also apologise if I butcher anybody's names, because some of them are quite hard. Arden Akinci asks, what is your favourite type of weed?
Seaweed.
Good answer, don't do drugs, kids. Andrea Rizzo asks, collab bro? He didn't technically ask you, so you might have been asking me, and I will gladly do a collab with you, mate. I'm not very good at it, but I'll try. Harrison Gent asks, Oliver Heldens or TCHAMI?
Justin Bieber.
I like that, that's a good answer. Right, next question. Matthew Fox asks, what's it like being in a completely different position from this time last year?
It actually feels normal. It feels the same because I'm in the same location, which is in my bedroom, producing music, doing the same things I did last year, apart from, you know, a lot more is happening.
James Bocock asks, what will we call Future House in the future?
Present house.
It had to be, that's the answer, isn't it? Armand de Cavell, I'm so sorry if I've just butchered your name. Top 3 tips to be a good producer.
Be unique, be persistent, and be determined.
I think persistence. I think persistence is probably the biggest thing. You know? One of the most annoying things being in the next room to Toby is probably hearing him edit the same not even 2 seconds, 1 second of a song over and over and over again.
It annoys me as well.
It must be infuriating, but after an hour of doing that 1 second so many times, it's perfect, and then it turns out that could be the difference between a hit song and not great.
But exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It could be the difference between a good song and a not so good song. Exactly. So, Samuel Forced Gory asks, when did you start producing seriously?
It must have been May of 2013, because before then I was, you know, making music here and there, probably at the weekend or something, but now it's literally, you know, I started doing that and missing out homework for school and just spending all my time doing my music.
Like, he's always been really into music. We were just 5 minutes ago, we were just watching a video of you on your bongo drums, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So you've always been really into music. Yeah. Our family's very into music, but it wasn't until very recently that you started producing this kind of music seriously. Exactly. Dion Van Aston asks, is your brother Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Did you not know?
Yeah.
I told you, we're a very musical family. Otis Farnhill asks, what was your reaction when you were offered a contractor spinning? And also, it's nice to see a humble guy making it in the scene. That's very nice.
That is nice.
That is very nice.
It was crazy, absolutely crazy, because my goal has been to get signed spinning since day one, since I've been making music. So to get offered that contract, it blew me away, because then, you know, it is actually possible. Of course I thought, you know, getting signed to these big labels and whatnot was possible, but I didn't actually think it would be possible.
It was a crazy day.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, when my mum told me, I didn't quite believe her. No. And then the next thing I know, you're in Holland, signing all these contracts, meeting all these famous people, and I was just sitting in my room, procrastinating, not doing any work. Like, how has my brother done this? And I'm just sitting here wasting my life. George Archer asks, how much time on average do you spend making your tracks?
Well, above 24 hours, I'd say, working on the actual idea itself, and you know, it actually can take a couple of weeks to come up with a solid idea, going through all different ideas. But you know, actual working on the track itself, my recent track which I've worked on, it's 60+ hours, which is, you know, quite a while. But actually, it's taken about a month to work on each track.
Right, this is a very hard name, so I'm really sorry. But it's also a really nice name. Eloy Lalamand asks, why the name Curbi?
I have a double-barreled last name, so I've taken the first 2 letters of the first
3 letters.
First 3 letters, my bad, and then the first 2 letters of the last name.
Double-barreled surname problems, eh? Take 2 again. Sven Braun asks, where did you meet Oliver Heldens for the first time?
Okay, so on the day I got signed to Spinning, me and the owners of Spinning decided that we were going to go out for a nice lunch. We came to this restaurant, we got in there and we went to the back table. I saw someone's back of their head. I didn't know who it was. I thought it might have been just someone else who works at Spinning Records. And so I went over to the table, went to shake her hand, and then I realised it was Oliver Heldens. That was quite a shock. I didn't expect it, you see. So went over there and.
This was after getting up at 3 in the morning as well.
Yeah, I
to
was
get
tired.
a flight over, so you must be knackered.
Yeah, it was all happening on that day. So, you know, when I sat down and ordered some food, I couldn't actually eat all of the food. I was a little bit
too nervous.
Too nervous. Well, not nervous, just a little bit shocked because everything happens at once.
Excited.
It's extremely
exciting. It's just overwhelming, I presume, isn't it? Well, that's the end for this video thus far. Leave comments down below of what you want to see us do. There's plenty of things we can do, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this has been very informative and also not too boring. Yeah, like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz. Go check out Curbi's Facebook page for all the stuff happening on there, and hopefully you'll get to hear this soon, which will be cool because it sounds cool. So yeah, cheers.